Hello there, beautiful souls. I hope you guys are all having a great, blessed day. So, I'm challenging myself for the next 30 days to consistently post collective readings, whatever I'm guided towards, to help myself, and to also keep myself consistent. Every day we'll get a different message. Let's see what one was supposed to come out of this. One card spirit. We got the third eye. Third eye. So I feel like I'm talking to a collective that right now is going through not their first spiritual awakening, but their third. Because to me, or the third eye opening is not the first awakening. You have to awaken and heal the pain first. Or it just makes it easier to then activate and see things without seeing them through a lens of your own hurt, your own pain. That's what triggers are, you have those glasses on, or that's my assumption, right? So we have the waiting game. You've worked hard to set things in motion in certain areas. This is the set number 2, so is all about choice and decision. Past, you may have been afraid of making decisions, no longer a prisoner of your own fear. Showing gratitude to people who have helped you. Stay on your spiritual path, and it will guide you on the journey of your soul. Material harvest. What you sow, you reap. Self-mastery, self-sufficiency, independence. Art of enjoying what you strive for. Honoring yourself as you finish up compilation of projects. So I'm definitely talking to a collective here that has been really truly working on their spiritual path, right? And maybe right now it feels like we're in a bit of a period where it's stagnant, we're not moving, but yet we have done so much work, and we're like, where's the reward? Where's the payoff, right? Or it almost might feel isolating. You're like, I've done all this work, and now I have no friends, no nothing, because I've done that work on myself. 333. I feel ya. We're right there, right? But we have to trust and have faith in God for the next few steps to come through, right? Because everything that you work towards, everything that you stay consistent about, even with no reward, will eventually have a reward. Everything is about patience, and I think, especially what I'm learning myself, is if you want spiritual rewards for things, you have to have spiritual patience, which is way more patience than if you were to just work in the physical and what your payoff would be, you know what I mean? The reward for healing yourself, the reward for all of that comes years after years of work put in. I think I'm going on 3 years of just healing myself. 444. But yet seeing no reward other than seeing internal behaviors and coping mechanisms that were toxic I'm taking myself out of them. But us generational curse breakers, it feels so isolating. It feels so, you quietly, at least me, question yourself and are you doing the right thing? And you are, right? You are the person that's going to be the teacher, right? So it's hard, and you overanalyze, you overthink. You overthink because you know that you have all of that power. And when you have all of that power, comes a lot of responsibility. And then when you're an old soul and you know that, you take things slow. So if anything, you have done the work, right? That's what our third eye is teaching us today, is that we can see the future, but our future is far away, right? That's why we have to learn to have spiritual patience and understand that everything and every day is here to show us signs and synchronicities to get us further along. And we have the sacral, healing the womb, right? So this has to do with, like I said, generational trauma. Healing your womb is healing your mother's family's history of their womb. Because let's be honest, we all come from families of toxic backgrounds, right? So our sacral is filled with negativity. This is where creativity is. This is where our womb, where we create children, create life is. So it's such a sacred thing. But when you have problems within your bloodline, you will have to heal whatever it is that you are stuck from. So you have to take the wisdom from your third eye and bring it to your sacral and see what it is that you are healing from to heal your womb. So your children will not have to be the next generation to experience the generational trauma, because that's all a generational curse really is generational trauma passed down. I did it a little bit better than my mom or my dad, so that's good enough for me. Pass down the trauma. And every generation gets a little bit better. And it gets completely different when a generational curse breaker decides to come and stop. Because you look within and stop the patterns and the behaviors. It takes time. It takes being able to stay consistent. Being able to really check yourself and handle your emotions. And then learn how to teach that to children. Right? That's a lot of responsibility. So at the end of the day, you're doing your best, and the reward we'll see later on. We're not going to see it right now, but we have to know we're doing the right thing. I hope you guys all have a good, blessed day. See you tomorrow.